Hey guys, it's your boy Near Clone here, and today I'm gonna talk about a topic that's been kind of upsetting, and honestly, I'm kind of offended, and I'm really upset at Activision Blizzard and what they've done. It's horrible, and I don't want to sound so energetic for this topic because it's something so appalling, and the work environment that they made was terrible. So, in case you guys haven't heard about the Activision Blizzard situation, basically what Activision Blizzard did was certain members, maybe even some higher ups, did some inappropriate stuff with female workers, like cube crawls, installing cameras in the bathrooms. I'm pretty sure one higher up in a business trip with a female brought a dildo and drove the girl to suicide, which at that point draws the line. If it's something so bad that you need to commit suicide and the company's not doing anything about it, it shows what the priorities of stupid ass Activision Blizzard is. And my gosh. And the thing is, when they got called out, they were saving the face of themselves for their fucking lives. Instead of actually, going with employees' demands and improving, they hired a fucking union buster. Was it Wilmer Hill? They tried to get a union buster that is known to go for companies instead of the actual employees. And he says like, oh, don't worry, if you report to Wilmer Hill, they'll be able to listen to you and you'll feel alright and comfortable. My ass. They're just gonna side with Activision Blizzard. So good thing that the employees call them out on that bullshit. So like, no, we're not having Wilmer Hill. They're just not gonna listen to the people from, like, you're not gonna listen to the employees. The man's right. They're not gonna change anything. So good thing that the employees just said flat no. But I mean, it's hard to say. So the fact that like this has happened for so long, and it just now started becoming public, really grinds my gears because I'm trying. I personally was gonna apply for a game career, and Activision was one of my choices. I was gonna try to make my own company and my own studio, so that's a brand, but I guess I had to start somewhere. So I was thinking of like somewhere like Activision, maybe it's a small studio at first. I don't know, but Activision was somewhere around where I thought of. Definitely not on top of the list because sometimes their games are lazy and stuff like that. Definitely not EA. I can't stand their hypocrisies and their stupid microtransactions to try to suck every freaking penny from them until they're dry. Okay, so back to the Activision Blizzard situation. I guess the CIO, Bobby Kotick, he pretty much, so I think he sent an email to certain employees saying, like, and also sent like a statement or something about like he's gonna do some changes and you're gonna try listening to the employees, which that's complete fucking bullshit considering what they're doing. They're making it much more strict. So now, if people even talk, or they are trying to make it so strict that like they're trying not to make anyone talk about what's happening to them and how they feel. They're making like, I feel like cameras, there's people watching them. Maybe they don't go on specifics too much on how protective and nuts Activision Blizzard is after they started making the workplace much more strict surveillance because they don't want any more of the people telling their stories. Which I mean is, again, the fact that they, instead of actually fucking listening like normal fucking people and CEOs and stuff, they only care about the big bucks. So they're gonna fuck all the employees and say no, and they're just gonna make it 10 times harder for you to express yourself and say how you feel, what you went through. And it's hard to think about because it's one of those things where like you can kind of like speculate it. You can feel like there's a possibility that it might happen, but like for some studios, I can kind of see like sexual assault and all these gender problems, but for someone like Activision Blizzard, I can kind of see it because they have a lot of controversies, and I can't even forget about the Hong Kong situation, and they also in Blizzard also has known sexual is it deviants? I don't know. People that just even made up. This is don't remember her name, but there was one guy. Probably should have checked the name before. Let's see if I can actually do that. What? It was something. All right, I don't know. I guess like he and a couple of other CEOs, and I think other CEOs from like Riot Games and other people were in this place called the Cosby Suite, which is already problem enough that you're gonna call it a Cosby Suite. And they actually look up to him and they try to like lure girls or bring girls into their Cosby Suites, probably to smash. Oh my gosh, I can't. Shit. If you can't tell already, I'm really upset that this is a thing. Especially since it's kind of like Activision, because I had such nostalgia for all the Call of Duty games I played. There was like a few Spider-Man games that I liked from Activision. There was kind of good games from my childhood that were from Activision to some extent, which is, I can't look at Activision the same anymore with how this stuff came out. And it's really hard to have the energy to play any of the games. Like I just saw their uh, Call of Duty Vanguard game. I mean, even if I bought it, I probably can't even play it because it shakes too much, especially the Modern Warfare. And I don't know if it's Cold War has the shakiness, but I've seen gameplay footage of Vanguard and it shakes a bit, kind of like Modern Warfare. So I probably can't buy that even if I wanted to because I have motion sickness, but I'm probably not gonna buy anything from Activision Blizzard ever again. I probably going to, even if I have bought something on my Xbox One from Activision, might refund it or try to sell it if I can. Depends on if it's on disc or not. Because if it's digital, it's a little harder to do that. And I guess there's also like a female higher up that try to say that everything's fine, and that's not how it is for female workers, which that's fucking bullshit. Because especially she's a higher up, so she's gonna have higher priorities. So of course, the other male workers and CEOs and big boys aren't gonna go touching her because she's higher up. She's got security. She's got money. So and she could be more of a threat compared to the other girls that are just in the low tier or slightly higher than low tier or something, because they're not in the high ranks. They're not in the the big leagues of the company. They're not higher up, which is which is insulting that this woman higher up just says they're like, this isn't true. Women are treated equally, and honestly, sometimes I just, if I ever, honestly, I swear to you, if I ever saw Bobby Kotick or, I think, yeah, Bobby Kotick, if I ever saw him, like, in the streets, I will, like, walking past me or next to me, I will probably bitch slap the living hell out of him. Because I really don't like doing violence. And I even, it's even on my banners and stuff, that I like to be more open, try to be a better person, but for Bobby Kotick, it's a different story because he let so many cases of sexual harassment and misconduct, so many like invasions of privacy, so many fucked up shit, and just went like, nah, they're alright. This is just about money. Fuck them. Fucking rat ass bitch. I swear. And I guess there is also, from what I've seen, what was it like? Bobby Kotick suspended, something around in there, and I think like a Overwatch 2 writer or someone in the Overwatch 2 staff just dipped. And there was also a lot of name changes when it comes to characters in Blizzard's games, like McCree. They took out the McCree part because it was part of one of the people that was in the Cosby Suite. which was, known for its sexual stuff. So they had to change the name so they won't possibly get another lawsuit, because they have, from what I've seen, Blizzard's been like taking 2 to 3 lawsuits from shareholders because they're lied about like the work environment, saying that it's all fine, but if the shareholders knew about the stuff that was happening, they probably wouldn't buy a share. So yeah. And there was also, I think, one company, one big government company for like protecting the shareholders or something, and then one that protects workers. It's more like worker and ethical type stuff. One of them was paid off for like $1 billion something dollars, which was stupid for that government company, whatever that one was, to just say like, oh, you're fine now. That's something you can't just be bribed at. That is literal sexual misconduct, assault, and let her go to fucking suicide. And you're just blowing off like, oh, I just got my $1 million. You're good, fam. No, bitch, no. That's not okay. And shame on that, whatever company that got bribed with $1 million from Activision Blizzard King, I think it was called. I think I talked enough about Activision Blizzard for now. I think I'm gonna move on to my COVID topic discussion thing I was gonna talk about. First, I want to talk about like, I guess my problems with what's happening with COVID and like the people and stuff around it. First, I'm gonna say, people cannot fucking listen to fucking rules. I don't want to constantly be swearing and be mad, but it is pissing me off that like there's rules where you have to wear a mask when you go inside. If it's outside, I'm still gonna be very mad at you for not wearing it, for my safety and safety around me and the people around me. But I'll be a little bit more okay with it. But while you're inside, where the thing literally says you are required to wear it, and you don't, then you're pretty much, I think you're pretty much breaking a law. Because they said, they enforced, like, you have to wear a mask indoors, because I think it was like a surge, like another wave, or it was something like Delta variant. Like, because of that, like, it says you need to wear masks again, which was kind of stupid for the government to say, like, after a while when things got better, you just say, yeah, you don't need your masks, which that's kind of dumb, because mask protects you, so you can, when you're sick, you can just cough, but it's not as reliable as like one of those big stuff that can cover your mouth completely, so when you shoot or cough, whatever, it doesn't go through the cloth, whatever material your thing's made of. Because when you cough / sneeze on the mask, there's a chance that it might go through the mask, which, yeah. And I'm also kind of upset that people also do not know how to wear the mask right. And it's kind of pissing me off that like people, you're supposed to, like, when you wear a mask, you're supposed to cover your mouth and your nose, because the main way of getting COVID is from like coughs, sneezes, and getting too close, or like that type of stuff. So if you got your nose exposed and you sneeze, you're getting people fucking sick. Like, you're supposed to cover your fucking nose. That's one of the ways of getting it in the fucking first place. So why are you fucking having your nose exposed to everyone? Pull that shit up. No one wants to get sick because you're a fucking retard. Well, not a retard, but dumbass. So, hopefully, people have some decency and actual common sense to make the assumption that, like, yeah, I shouldn't do this because, one, if I have COVID, or an example for like someone had COVID, and it'll be better for them to pull their masks up to like cover their mouths and their noses, so it's less likely to spread. And it also, like, if the guy doesn't have COVID, it also protects him because he's wearing a mask. And there's a little bit more barrier to, you know, getting the COVID, because of that. It's probably gonna go through the matrix, but not all of it. Not all the air is gonna go through the cloth or whatever the mask is made of. So it's less. It's gonna be less. Probably less. What's the word? That's much more of a problem. Like, you're gonna feel a lesser extent of COVID if someone coughed or like sneezed, like in it, like, I don't know, like air or something got into your mask or something. Probably not all that's gonna go through, so you're still probably gonna still have COVID, but lesser extent. It's not if you like took your mask off and then you got like blown by the air or coughed and like coughed and sneezed. It'll be much more a problem because you're getting the full extent of COVID. But yeah. Wow, it's 23 minutes. I think I'm about to wrap up. Just gonna talk about, I guess, a little bit more about like COVID. Just trying to get my gripes, and I gotta say, the COVID really fucked up the job industry real hard. You just shoved its COVID cock right up in there, and it's yeesh. Like, I remember seeing like a lot of stores that I used to go to like shut down or at the verge of shutting down because COVID just grabbed them by the balls and just said, "Remember me, bitch? I come for you." And yeah, COVID really fucked the jobs. There's a lot of people less working now because the government just like paying them when you're not working, which it seems like they're slowly taking away, which I can kind of see that, which I don't know how I feel about it, because in certain areas and certain places, people has less care about COVID and just do not take protocols seriously. And if it's somewhere like, yeah, because I've seen in videos like there are people that go to places without masks, and certain places are more likely to have those type of people because people are just trying to, I don't know, like grab a food or work out and just go home, like just get a quick easy go and then come back, which I don't think is right, but at the exact same time it's not my type of call. I can't really do shit about that, which is I guess I don't know, but it still pisses me off that one, that some people aren't wearing masks when they're supposed to, which, yeah, I mean, how are you? First, I want to know, are you fucking okay, mentally and physically? Because if you last so long without a mask, either you're fucking immune or you're just like fucking Neo, dodging coughs and sneezing like it's nothing. Alright, I think I'm about to wrap up in a bit. I'm just gonna conclude on a bit of the Activision Blizzard parts and probably end from there. But I guess I want to talk about like Activision Blizzard. I'm gonna talk a bit about like, I guess there was this type. There's a lot of like saving face from Activision Blizzard, and a lot. There was a giant protest from the employees virtually and in person that did like protests, like standing in front of like one of the, I think it was like the main place of Blizzard or Activision. I don't know if it's combined as one in that place or not. I don't know. But the employees just like sat there just protesting, and big fuck for that, because they're not like just like letting it happen to them. They're gonna say like, we're getting screwed over and we're not okay with this. And even male employees are some male employees that I don't think sexually assaulted any women, or standing with the woman saying like, yeah, I can't work in a place like this that will treat women like this so horrible and disgustingly. Which, props to those men. And props to anyone from that protest that stood against Blizzard or Activision. I don't know if they are combined at that place where the protest happened, but thanks to everyone that protests there, getting their words out, shoving their their fingers at Blizzard, saying, yeah, no, this ain't happening. Which I think was took a little too long to say. Personally, if it was me, if I got sexually harassed or anything at like Blizzard, I'll probably like spill the beans either the day of it happening or the next day, or maybe like do like a big interview